Good morning, everyone. We are here at Goats with Horns Animal Sanctuary and Real-Time Rescue. Just winding up morning chores for now. As you can see, we have a little bit of flooding going on, but we actually want this. This is all from our irrigation, right, Zeus? So yesterday morning we had our flood irrigation, and that's how we get water for the whole property. It starts in the back, there's a canal, and then it flows through this little setup over here. We'll go over and walk there, and then it starts to come over the whole pasture. It winds all the way. It actually goes around the house to the front of the yard to get everything watered. Since this is an acre property, it is the most efficient way to water everything here. So yesterday morning it came around 4 a.m. So we were all watching the water rise. We had our headlamps on and we were waiting for the water to get up to this berm here that Michelle and her son built, kind of just to make sure that the water doesn't flood into the Arizona room right there. But so something, as you can tell, the pigs are pretty much the only ones that really love the irrigation. The cows don't seem to mind it too much, but the other animals don't love getting their hooves wet. Something though that it's happened before once or twice. I've seen a couple like tiny little fish come in with irrigation, and then they die. And this last time we had quite a large fish. I mean, larger than normal. It was, we believe it's tilapia, and from what Karen has learned, they put tilapia in the canals. Good morning, ladies. In order to kind of control the algae, but unfortunately, it looks like some of these tilapia are getting then caught up in the irrigation, and then they die when they go through the canal system. So here it is. You can see it's not a huge fish, but it's about as big as my hand. It was, oh, hi the egg. It came through here because once we drop the triangle and open the valve, this is where the water flows, and it goes all the way through here. And it was just kind of floating in there, but it was already dead when I saw it yesterday. And I scooped it out. I put it right there just in case. I wasn't sure if any of the birds would peck at it or eat it, since the fish has already unfortunately lost its life. Figure that way its body isn't going to waste. I saw one of the chickens, Miss Pretzel, was checking it out. That's Pretzel over there. If we can see her stalking around in the mud, looking around at things, but she didn't really do anything with it, so I might just wind up throwing it away. But it's kind of unfortunate that the fish get caught up in the irrigation, and it was definitely different to see such a big one. Before, like I said, I've seen like a couple like tiny little fishes, but that was definitely the biggest one that I've ever seen come through. If you hear that alarm, that is one of our hawk deterrents, since we believe now this is the neighbor back there. Really, okay, Merman wants to say hi. Hi, Merman. Our neighbor's pine tree back there is currently home to a family of hawks, which, we love nature, and I don't want hawks or anybody to lose their territory or anything like that, but it's also pretty scary for us because we have had a couple of attempted hawk attacks. Fortunately, no one's ever been hurt. They have been chased away or scared off from our alarms in time. So I'm hoping that they kind of just realize that, our animal friends here are not on the menu. Right, Suerte? Right, buddy? Suerte actually has been a little feisty this week. I guess he's been chasing some people around, just kind of getting like the sheep zoomies kind of bucking and bouncing around. But then he also headbutt Michelle pretty hard the other day because I think he was trying to get into one of the stalls where his mom was eating. Hi, Willow. And she closed the stall, and he just was so upset about that. So, hi, Willow. Let's see if we can get her a little booty scratch. Remember, Willow is our cancer patient. She's hanging in there and doing great. And she doesn't always love to be pet. She's a little bit more on the shy side, but she does seem to usually like those booty scritches, just like her brother with the perfect teeth here. That's Butters. They are twins, even though they don't look anything alike. He's our unicorn here, as his dehorning was botched. Poor guy. I wonder if maybe his mom looked like that and the dad looked more like Willow. We will never know. But they are pretty cute, both of them. So like I said, we are kind of winding up here. Finished with the chores. There was it was quite messy back here because like I said yesterday, with irrigation, the whole pasture was flooded like this. It was all underwater, and so like I said, as you saw, Zeus and Julio are the only ones who really enjoy all the mud. Everybody else wasn't a big fan, so they kind of all hung out over here. So all the kind of poo was concentrated over here, and it was a little messy, but that's okay. We want to make sure that all the field gets water so the grass will grow. As you can see, it is coming back over the winter. This is our native Bermuda grass. It does die. It goes dormant for a while. And at that time, we have to, spend more money on more hay because the animals don't have access to grazing. But right now, they are in luck because the tender new grass is coming back, and we see Esperanza over there, and I think she's trying to get a little drink from the dirty irrigation water, even though we cleaned and topped off all the fresh waters over there. That's just how it goes sometimes, huh? Hi, Esperanza. Or maybe are you just looking at your reflection in the water? You're a very pretty girl. You're a very pretty girl. Were you just trying to see yourself? What you doing? Huh? We did have a couple of bird visitors earlier, and if you've been following along, you'll know that the avian flu, unfortunately, has made it to our county, and so we are not encouraging any type of wild birds to come and hang out here. But we obviously can't get them all to leave, so we just do what we can. If you're not following us on Instagram, you can check out in the description box below. You might have seen that Mr. Gilbert here just turned 13 yesterday. So we made a little birthday post for him. He's looking as dapper as ever. Let's see, who was naughty this morning? We have 2 naughty awards. It wasn't you. It actually wasn't you, was it, Chicolette? It was Rapunzel. So in the morning, early when we get here, the turkeys are usually roosting like up. Oh, hi, Merman. Hold on. Roosting up in this dead pine tree. They kind of get up there. And so if they hop down on this side, we kind of try to shoo them through the gate and over there because the bird side is where we feed them. So we want to make sure that they're getting enough to eat. So as one of the girls came over on this side, so we're trying to kind of shoo her over there. Rapunzel, for whatever reason, I don't know if she saw us chasing, not chasing her, but we were kind of trying to shoo her, chase her a little bit to go over this way. She saw us doing that, and it kicked in some instinct. I don't know if she thought, we were trying to get the turkey and she was trying to help us or something, but apparently this gate was not fully latched, so she pushed it open and started charging the turkey. Luckily, Elliot was able to grab her and get her back in there. If you didn't know, Rapunzel is our very sassy goat. If you want to know a little bit more about her, just this last week, Karen did a great live stream about a little sanctuary spotlight on Rapunzel, so you can kind of learn her background story. but she's not the friendliest goat. That is why she eats in here by herself. And she'll be the last animal out here that I let out. But yeah, so she went very aggressively trying to headbutt and trying to attack the turkey. So, like I said, luckily Elliot was here. And then Elliot had even made the comment that Mr. Zeus, Naughty Animal of the Day Award number 2, because he, in the morning, we feed the pigs over here and we put Julio on this side, Zeus on this side. We kind of have to watch them because Zeus tries to steal the food from Julio. So Zeus kind of always hangs out over here. And every once in a while, we're going back and forth, I don't know, 20 or more times through the gate over here. So every once in a while, we won't latch it. We'll kind of just leave it closed, but not locked per se, because we're just grabbing something and going back and forth really quick. And Elliot made some comment about Zeus really never tries to make a run for it. He's always pretty good with us going in and out of the gate and leaving it unlatched. Yeah, no, Naughty Animal Award number 2, that's you. He's like, yeah, he's pretty good about that. He doesn't try to go run through, even though he's right there by the door. And about 35 minutes later, he no, we were trying to grab something for the birds, and he nosed his way out and made a run for it over on the bird side. What was interesting is that he didn't even try to go eat the bird food or anything like that. He actually just ran over here, which all the bird food is over on that side. So you'd think, oh, he's just trying to be naughty and go steal food or hay further down. But no, he was just like, oh, I'm just going to run around. I don't know. Pigs are very smart. So I don't know if he literally heard Elliot saying that, oh, Zeus is good. He never tries to run through the gate. And he thought, I'll show you. But it was, we couldn't believe it, because I have had Zeus kind of make a little escape run for it before, a long time ago, when I think it was actually when the gate was left open all night on accident, and he was found on that side. But it's very rare. And Elliot, he's been coming here for like five years at least. And he said, and all the time, that was the first time in 5 years he's ever seen him do that. And of course, it happens to be on the day that he literally makes a comment about it. So it's kind of ironic. Huh, guys? Are you waiting for your spinach? Got you some spinach today. Okay, I'm going to go grab that. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. I'm going to get the ducks their spinach that they're quacking for and get going here. So wanted to make sure you guys are, like I said, check our description box below and follow us on social media if any of you are local. Next month, we're having a really fun fundraiser for Chicolette's birthday. That's our youngest goat. Actually, she's right over there. She's turning 3, and it's going to be a great time. So sorry that the beginning of the live stream was a little sad, talking about the dead fish, but that is kind of what happened to us yesterday. So anyway, goodbye from the crew here. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.